Today we're exposing 11 NPCs who use illegal Pokemon. Starting off, we have Maxi in one of the battles in Gen 3. Now Maxi is the leader of Team Magma in Generation 3, and when you face him at the top of Mount Chimney, the stakes are pretty high. He's trying to reawaken Groudon, the ancient legendary Pokemon that's meant to expand the land, and you're the only one standing in his way. In this battle, his team includes a couple of Numel, as well as a Camerupt, which if you check the level should raise some eyebrows. Maxi's Camerupt is sitting at level 25, but Camerupt doesn't evolve from Numel until level 33. That's an 8 level jump, and there's no in-game method that would make this legit. No stones, no trades, nothing. It just evolved too early, plain and simple. Now this should raise some eyebrows, especially considering that Camerupt has significantly better defense and attack stats than Numel. And him having a fully evolved Camerupt at this early stage in the game is definitely a red flag. Next up is Corvin. Corvin is one of the trainers you fight during the Champion Cup rematches at Winden Stadium in Pokemon Sword and Shield postgame. His team's pretty solid, but his Dracozolt is the standout Pokemon. Now Dracozolt's a fossil Pokemon, so normally you'd have to revive it from fossils. You can't just catch it normally in the game. But this guy's Dracozolt is something special. It already knows Bolt Beak at level 58, even though it shouldn't be able to learn that move until level 63. There's nothing that explains this, there's not even a TM for this move, so Corvin's Dracozolt is straight up cheating, especially because Bolt Beak hits twice as hard if the Pokemon using it goes first, and his Dracozolt will usually attack first. Honestly, it's pretty unfair to face this strong of a Pokemon that's this hard hitting, that uses an illegal move at the same time. It's like a combination of my worst fears as a Pokemon player. After that, we're heading to the Kalos region for Rising Star Hamish. Now, Rising Star Hamish is a minor trainer you'll battle on Route 5 in Pokemon X and Y, right around the time you're getting used to the Kalos region for the first time. His team's pretty weak, but the one thing weird about it is his Kadabra, because yeah, somehow he has a Kadabra at level 13. And if you remember correctly, Abra evolves into Kadabra at level 16, which means he has an illegal Kadabra this early in the game. It's pretty weird. Now Hamish makes full use of his early Kadabra. He uses moves like Confusion, and just in general packs a way bigger punch than he should at this point in the game. Look, normally I'd let a 3 level difference go, but the thing is, it's just so early in the game that it's like, why does he even feel the need to do this? Why does he even feel the need to cheat? Not to mention that your own starter evolves at level 16 also. Why can't he just wait the extra 3 levels like you? Why does he have to do this? Moving on from that, we have Terry. Now Terry is another one of those trainers you'll run into during the Champions Cup rematches at Winden Stadium. Like Corvin, he's got a fossilized Pokemon, this time is Dracovish. And just like Corvin's Dracozolt, this Dracovish is extremely weird. It already knows Fishious Rend at level 57, even though it's supposed to learn that move at level 63. Again, there's no TM or trick or possible way it could learn that move. And Fishious Rend, just like Bolt Beak, is another overpowered move because it doubles if the user moves first. Basically, Terry's cheating with the same method as Corvin, and if you're not prepared, this illegal Fishious Rend can easily take out your whole team. Another thing I want to point out is the fact that all these cheaters seem to be at the Winden Cup. I mean seriously, what's going on with the rules over there? Everyone seems to be cheating. Moving on from that, we have Super Nerd Glenn. Now Super Nerd Glenn shows up around Route 8 in Pokemon Red and Blue just before you hit Lavender Town or Celadon, depending on your path. His team looks pretty standard until you notice his level 22 Muck, which shouldn't be possible, because Grimer doesn't evolve into Muck until level 38, so Glenn somehow fast-tracked this Pokemon by 16 levels with zero explanation. Now this is definitely one of the worst methods of cheating in our list, because previously we've only seen cheaters use small level differences in their Pokemons, but this is 16 levels. And Muck isn't just a stat bump from Grimer, it's way tankier, it hits harder, and overall it makes a big difference in a battle. Having one this early in the game is just an advantage, and your average Route 8 team is not going to be able to deal with it. Now speaking of Muck, if you go to Pokemon Sun and Moon, you're going to find Scientist Reed. Now Scientist Reed has his own rule-breaking version. You battle him on Route 16 midway through the game, and you're face to face with yet another underleveled Muck. This time it's level 33, so it's kind of closer to the evolution level of Grimer at level 38, but it's still underleveled. And I just want to know what's up with all these underleveled Mucks. Are they getting them from the same source? I mean, it's genuinely crazy. These two aren't the only ones, by the way. I believe there's 3 or 4 more. Now, I don't know whether these are intentional or simply mistakes, but it is especially weird in Sun and Moon because it's a game where the difficulty is so balanced and even the totems are balanced out. But still, I pray that somebody soon puts a stop to these underleveled mucks. After that, we have Fisher Marvin from Pokemon Gold and Silver. Now, Fisher Marvin might just look like your typical Johto region fisherman, but when you engage him for battle, you will find that he is an absolute cheater, because he has a level 10 Gyarados. That's not a typo, that's not a mistake, a level 10 Gyarados. And remember, Magikarp evolves into Gyarados at level 20, so this is literally half the level it should be at. And this isn't just a stat upgrade, remember, it's a straight up jump from Magikarp to Gyarados. The boost is insane, not to mention all the moves that it learns. Now to this day, nobody knows why this one random fisherman seems to have such a low level Gyarados. But one thing is for certain, be extremely cautious when battling him because if you use your level 10 starter against that level 10 Gyarados, you're gonna wake up in Nurse Joy's arms in the Pokemon Center. After this, we have Lance. Now Lance is the champion of the Johto region in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, and he shows up with an absolutely stacked team. Now he's normally known for cheating with his underleveled Dragonites, but little did you know, he actually has another method of cheating that people aren't as aware about. He has an Aerodactyl that knows Rock Slide. At first glance, this doesn't seem weird. It's a rock type move on a rock type Pokemon, and you've probably seen Aerodactyl use Rock Slide before. But here's the thing, in Gen 2, Aerodactyl technically can't learn Rock Slide. The move doesn't exist as a TM in that gen, and Aerodactyl doesn't learn it naturally either. So there's no legal way for him to have it. Rock Slide wouldn't be available to Aerodactyl until Generation 3, when it comes as a TM. So this isn't a case of early evolution or weird AI behavior, this is a flat out illegal moveset baked right into the final boss of the game. It's subtle enough that most players would miss it, however it's still breaking the rules. Whether it was a mistake or intentional, it still gives Lance's Aerodactyl a huge edge that it shouldn't have. Moving on from that, we have Belle and Ava in Pokemon Platinum. Now in Pokemon Platinum, there's a double battle against two trainers called Belle and Ava, and I believe it's Ava and Matt in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Their team isn't anything legendary, but one Pokemon jumps out immediately, a level 24 Rapidash. Now one reason I decided to include this is because just like the Muk situation, it's a huge level difference. Ponyta doesn't evolve until level 40, which makes it a 16 level difference. And there's absolutely no explanation for it. Now Rapidash also has a massive stat boost from Ponyta in terms of its speed, its attack, and its special attack, and a diverse enough moveset to cause trouble, especially if you don't have any water types to combat it. Now if I saw this premature Rapidash at this point in the game, I would be scared. Now for the final cheater on our list, drumroll please, it's Iono from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now she's a gym leader in the Paldea region, and she doesn't really start cheating until after you've already beat her in the gym battle, because you see, in the post-game rematch against her, she has a Luxray with Wild Charge at just level 65. Now if you know anything about Luxray, it doesn't learn Wild Charge until level 80. I know that seems like an extremely high level to learn a move, but it's true. That move is just too strong that it doesn't learn it until level 80. So that means after you beat Iono in the gym battle, she might have gone and done a little cheating to try and get back at you in the post-game rematch. It's definitely unethical, but who am I to deny it? It does give her that extra edge and that extra chance at beating you. Now those were some more NPCs who use illegal or underlevel Pokemon. If you enjoyed the video, please give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.